Hello. Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Movie 2, Benny's Space Squad. Now, this set is special. Wait. Look at those. This set is special. It was released for the LEGO Movie 2. The LEGO Movie sets, to me, it seems like a combination of not really a lot of vignettes from the movie, but more of just things inspired by the LEGO idea, the ideology, like a fun, cool stuff that LEGO fans will enjoy. And this is the epitome of that, because you've got a bunch of space guys, classic 80s space guys, classic 80s spaceship, classic 1980s man. Here's the box. I actually have the box for once. I mean, I guess not for once. You've got the set. We've got 4 minifigures and a robot. I don't know why, but I love that. Look, he's taking that hand off of this robot, and he is not feeling it. You've got Kenny, Benny, Lenny, and Jenny. And those, just them being named like that, makes me very inexplicably happy. You've got our first ever pink LEGO space person, which is very cool, very cool. But we've also got a white one, a Benny, the classic blue, and yellow. Now, for selfish reasons, I wish they included a black one, because I don't have a black one. I've got blue, I've got yellow, I've got white, I've got red, I've got blue. I already said that. But I don't have black. But these are the most iconic ones. The first 2 colors, Benny being blue, the basically one of the most iconic ones now because of the LEGO Movie and his role. He is super iconic character. You would have had to have him in there. And then a new one, pink. So I feel like they rounded it out very well, very on the colors. On to the set itself. No more box, no more packaging. That's a lie. Here are the instructions. They are folded in half. I don't like when these instructions are folded in half like this, because like they do not stay open. What the heck? What the heck, Benny? Why did you do that? Just got instructions. Nothing really new. No. Got the LEGO instruction. LEGO Life app? I don't know what that is. I wonder if it's probably still supported, whatever it is. Yeah. The Screaming Child is not there. Unfortunately, it's not one of those sets. But now let's look at the set itself and the minifigures. Okay. First, we're going to start with Benny, one of my favorite LEGO characters of all time, if not my favorite. Benny is a beautiful character because he represents a lot. He represents the continued love of LEGO throughout the generations. He represents creativity, imagination, play, and love, because he is a well-loved minifigure. And I remember, and I don't remember, this is pretty recent, when I watched the LEGO Movie for the first time in a while, when I saw Benny, I started crying, because it's just all of the stuff he means is so important. Maybe not in general, but to me, Benny is important. And given I had just gotten a huge lot of old LEGO space stuff, many of which were scuffed and had broken helmets and super like bad paint there, like it really meant a lot to me just to see him, like to remember this character. Now Benny himself, he comes in a few sets. He's got the air tanks. He has a special cracked helmet, which is secure, that's not going to actually break. And it has the older style. It's imitating the older style of divots in the helmet where they can't hold an accessory, but this one actually can, as you can see in other sets. Not this one. It doesn't come with anything. He's got a happy little face. I love the graphic design they did for changing up the classic LEGO face. They did the same thing with Emmett, Both characters, I love their design. And here he's looking not so happy. Did you put the helmet on? I kind of, part of me wishes that his face didn't clip with that broken helmet, but I like the idea that if the helmet wasn't broken, it wouldn't clip. Let's actually test that out. It's actually interesting. It does still clip a little bit. Maybe they could have raised it a millimeter, not even a millimeter, like the smallest little smidge to make that line up. The next minifigure, I'm gonna save the most exciting for last. We've got a yellow space person, a yellow space man or woman. I think Kenny implies that it's a space man. Now this is a lot more standard. You've got the golden printing there. To me, like after looking at all these old space guys, it's a bit surreal to see the gold paint be in such nice condition. Just brand new, it's shining, the white outline is perfect. Just seeing one of these guys in their prime, even though the reproduction is cool. I love it. I love it a lot, actually. You've got the classic smiley, and you've got the imitation of the helmet once again, but with no crack. I'm not sure if this can hold an accessory like a visor, but he doesn't have to. I love the fact that he's all yellow, breaking the rules a little bit, but it works. It works. It's fun. He's fun. The next one, similar to that guy, is the white space person, who is called Jenny. This is a female space person, assumedly. It can be a guy and be named Jenny, I guess. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Once again, amazing printing on the white, on the white stripe and the gold. It's interesting how you can subtly, just barely make out the white outline on the space planet thing. It's still there, but it's kind of hidden, which is interesting. You've got a sort of phaser beam or blaster, or I don't know, some sort of device. I mean, this is a different part than the old ones used. The sort of megaphone piece was swapped out for a newer version that's simpler. I feel like this works in better, more context, but it does lose a little bit of that connection. There are a few pieces on here that have been retired, that are trying to imitate older pieces, and this is one of them. But it still works. It's still cool. What could this be if it's not a blaster? It could be a tracker of some sort. Could be a sonar beam. Could be a microphone. This could be the start of Jenny's music career. Who knows? And finally, we've got a robot that we could look at. But for the minifigures, we've got my main man, Lenny. Now, Lenny is looking fabulous. He's got a wrench. He's got pink air tanks, beautiful pink air tanks, and he's got a beautiful smile. Lenny is a great person and a great minifigure, and it's just fun to get more colors to these guys. I love pink. I love the pink on this. It's perfect. It's wonderful. It's Lenny. Had to look at his name again. We got a robot as well. Here we got a robot, a classic space style robot. I love these guys. My one complaint, I guess I'll do more positives. I like the colors. I like the little translucent yellow piece, kind of reminiscing. They have a little bit of translucent yellow because, of course, the original Lego Space color scheme was blue, gray, and translucent yellow. As you can see there, these pieces, I like them in design, the way they look, but they have always been very fragile. I feel like they're always about to come off because that connection on that side just isn't strong enough to support this, because if you touch that too much, it'll come off. The other side actually has a pretty strong connection. If you put that in there just to test it, like, it'll move, but it's a lot more resistant. Let's just see. Yeah, like, it's moving, but like it's not like that bad. But here, I don't know if this piece exists, but some sort of rod to go in between there, I feel like that would have modernized it and made it a little bit cooler. Got this little switch piece on the top too, and it's cool. I like him. He's nice. He's a nice addition. I feel like he rounds out this small set, like getting the basics of Lego Space. Now we have the ship. It's a cool ship. This piece is an interesting dome sort of substitution piece for what would be like a rocket turbine. You've got this I love this print. It's just a long blue piece. I like how they make it like 4 wide, because that's something that probably wouldn't have even existed back then. So it's kind of cool that you get like such a basic piece with like such a classic print that's new while still feeling very retro, because I'm sure it would have just been 3 wide or 2 wide if it existed back then. Maybe I'm misremembering things. Got some red there. Got this pole. I like the pole a lot because it can actually accomplish a few things. One is you can put the robot on there, just have him hang out there. 2, you can have a minifigure on there. Given Benny's sort of expression, I imagine him, one of his friends, being on there, and him barely hanging on, like, whoa, dude, what's up? We can have Kenny manning this thing to kind of show off that scene at its full potential. I like how these, actually, I guess I'll say this now. One thing I like about the stuff in this set is that the 2 vehicles feel like they can hold all the minifigures and even the robot if you kind of cheese it a little bit. That's cool. I like how everything is put together. But look at him go. Oh man. Don't fall off, Benny. And finally, we've got the rover. This thing's pretty slick. I like it. You've got a hole for a space for tools. This tool kind of takes up 2 spaces. I'm sure there's a combination of tools where you can fit 2 on there, but it really, I feel like it's best to fit just 1. Actually, speaking of, this is a cool piece, this sort of metal detector looking thing. I like it. I feel like this piece hasn't been produced as much as of late, or maybe it's new. I don't know. It just doesn't seem too familiar to me. If you put it on like that, it will not be able to be on the ground.
I smell like dog food out here.
I don't know, Alice.
Is this Lingo's hiding spot?
Lol.
I have my old phone just so I can try to recover the pony game. Like old phone, like shitty LG days.
Good old G days. What do you think about?
Oh no, you're recording. I'm sorry.
What do you think about Lenny?
I'm sorry.
What do you think about Lenny?
He's cool. She's cool. There, he's cool. Are you recording?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Tell me more about Lenny.
Lenny is breaking gender stereotypes by being pink, and the girl is white. So slay.
Good old Jenny. This we've got some of these pieces which are cool substitutes for seats. I like how they only have 2 studs, so you can easily take off our astronaut friends. And I like how this is equipped to actually fit the astronauts with their air tanks. You've got the full, you can fit 2 guys on there for such a small thing. It's cool, and it doesn't look unnatural. It looks cool. These together, I feel like make, oh, it's not focused because it's so far away. These together, they make quite an interesting little fixture. I like this. I like this. And the robot really rounds it out. I believe this set retailed for $10, and that's a good price. You get 4 minifigures, and you get some nostalgic fun builds. You get a good taste of classic space. It kind of seems like the opposite of the spaceship, where that one's very maximalist, and this is very minimalist. Of course, they came from different times. This was for Lego Movie 2, the other one was for Lego Movie 1, but I still think it stands that both sets are fantastic, and they both provide a little taste of that classic space magic.